and presently the convener of education from 2017 to 20. And at present serving committee. Dr. Ranjana has been in the post of National Editor of the National Association of Soroptimists International and is still serving on the post of the Membership and Extension Officer. She has participated as a resource person in a number of national and international seminars, panel discussions, and workshops, and has papers published to her credit, and currently is serving as president of UW Asia 2. A hearty welcome to you, Dr. Ranjana Banerjee. And with this, I hand over the virtual stage to you for the presidential address.
Thank you, Sarah. To begin with, International Women's Day is around the corner. World forums will be discussing women's emancipation.
I cannot hear you, Ranjana.
Why I am not? Hello, can you hear me?
No, we can hear you.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. With International Women's Day around the corner, world forums will be discussing women's emancipation, decisiveness, and empowerment. But to achieve all this, women of the world need to have mental and physical health to conduct themselves at their very best. And to secure this, humanity has to take recourse to practicing yoga as a lifestyle and as the road to human well-being. Living with freedom in all walks of life, health and harmony is the main objective of yoga practice. Yoga also refers to an inner science comprising of a variety of methods through which human beings can realize the union and achieve mastery over their lives. A yogic lifestyle involves consciously shaping our attitudes, habits, and general ways of life to be more congruent with the philosophies, principles, and ethics of existence. Yoga promotes balance in our daily lives through a staying rested and maintaining a daily structure and routine. Yoga being widely considered as an immortal cultural outcome of Indus Saraswati Valley civilization, dating back to 2700 BC, has proved itself catering to both material and spiritual upliftment of humanity. Basic yoga promotes balance in our daily life. It is not a religion. It is a way of living that aims towards a healthy mind in a healthy body. Man is a physical, mental, and spiritual being. Yoga helps promote a balanced development of all the three. Today, we are very fortunate to have with us Yoga Guru Hansaji, an exponent in this field who will enlighten us in many ways. Over to you, Sarah.
Thank you, Ranjana ji. It's time we introduce our chief guest, the eminent speaker and yoga guru, Shrimati Dr. Hansaben Yogendra. She's an exemplary yogi and a scholar transforming millions of lives worldwide. Dr. Hansaji Jaidev Yogendra is the director of the Yoga Institute, Mumbai, the world's oldest organized yoga center. She is also the president of International Board of Yoga and senior vice president, Indian Yoga Association. She is the leading face of householder yoga and has conducted over 1 lakh theoretical and practical sessions of yoga till date. Her significant contributions in areas like yoga education research, experiential learning, standardization of yoga practices have been widely recognized. Born in Indore, Hansaji's life is an epitome of yoga. She exhibited extraordinary inclination towards yoga right from her childhood. She has completed her yoga teacher training course at the Yoga Institute and her law degree from the Government Law College in Mumbai. When she married Dr. Jayadeva Yogendra, president of the Yoga Institute, it was a turning point in Hansaji's life. She brought about key revolutionary changes in the institute. Her emphasis on spreading yoga education, especially for women, led to the expansion of the ladies' wing. Yoga education, especially for women, led to the she learned and taught yoga using her oratory skills at a time when women were not considered a part of the yoga fraternity. Srimati Hansaji, First Lady of Yoga, made the nation proud by being the only lady yoga guru to share the stage alongside Honorable Prime Minister of India, Sri Narendra Modi, at the first International Yoga Day, 21st June 2015 in New Delhi. Under her astute guidance, the Yoga Institute became the first Ayush certified yoga teacher training school in India. She was also the former chairperson of the Yoga Certification Committee, Ayush. Recognizing and honoring the philanthropic work done under Dr. Hansaji Yogendra's guidance, the Yoga Institute won the prestigious PM's Award for spreading the yoga goodness in June 2018. Srimati Hansaji is a charismatic leader who played a pivotal role in making key changes in the central government's policies to further the cause of yoga awareness and spread the message of holistic health and peace through yoga for the well being of humanity. She was a committee member of NCRT along with Dr. Jayadeva Yogendra and helped to design the syllabus for schools that was implemented throughout the country. She has made significant contributions within research as well. Substantial research work has been conducted by Srimati Hansaji on the treatment of asthma, diabetes, orthopedic disorders, and heart diseases, the results of which have been published in books. Khet Asana Research Project 2019 is a specially curated program for farmers that can be included as a part of their daily routine for holistic health. To take care of Mumbai's lifeline, Mumbai Dabbawalas, a customized program for Dabbawalas, was designed to meet their needs of holistic health. Srimati Hansaji has conducted several seminars and lecture tours on yoga in India, Australia, Singapore, Germany, Spain, Switzerland, Canada, Pakistan, Hong Kong, Malaysia, the United States of America, etc. She has also conducted talks at BARC IIT as well as at many Rotary clubs and Lions clubs. She has inaugurated many yoga centers in Malaysia, Hong Kong, Thailand, Spain, etc., just to name a few, which are run by the Yoga Institute trained teachers. Hansaji is also the author of several books, such as The Recipes for Happiness, Yoga of Caring, Insights Through Yoga, How to Reverse Heart Disease, The Yogic Way, Research Facts and Programs. She is also the recipient of numerous accolades. She was awarded by the International Association of Yoga Therapists with a special award in recognition for pioneering work in yoga therapy, yoga education, and research in 2011. She was awarded the prestigious Yoga Tapaswini title at Pune International Yoga Week. The Open International University for Complementary Medicines in association with the Zoroastrian College, conducted under the auspices of the All India Shah Behram Bog Society for Scientific and Educational Research, an NGO in special consultative status with the United Nations Economic and Social Council, conferred Shrimati Hansaji Jayadeva Yogendra with Doctorate of Philosophy, given at Colombo on 3rd February 2018. Dr. Hansaji is perhaps one of the most popular author and authority in writing yoga columns and articles for various print and social media. Her motivational tips on yoga philosophies and daily living yoga make her the first choice by many esteemed institutions, newspaper, TV channels, and publication houses. 1980, Srimati Hansaji was the celebrated charismatic presenter of the popular television series Yoga for Better Living, first aired in 1980 on Doordarshan. It is an honor and privilege to have you as a chief guest and speaker for this session of IFUWA. Thank you, Dr. Hansaji, for accepting our invitation to enlighten us on yoga and how it is the key for holistic rejuvenation. Actually, there is so much more to speak about her. I have cut it short. And I know she's very popular because so many yoga teachers in Cochin are following you on YouTube. So, with this, I would like to cordially invite Hansaji to speak to us. Welcome.
Thank you, Sarah John, and thank you, Ranjana ji. Well, it is my pleasure to be with you all. All these formalities, I always believe to cut short. Just one or two lines are enough because we are just, yeah, the time is a very big factor.
It was so difficult to shorten, and because of the time, I tried.
Sweet job, I know. But right now, when you were reading, I was wondering, have we done all these things? I have forgotten past. We live in present. So here also we are doing so many new activities. But now let's talk about today's topic, and that is what do we do for today's woman? The whole thing is, as this Women's Day is being celebrated, I believe that it should be celebrated every day. Without woman, there is uh, the day without light. It is something like this. Woman is very much pillar of the family, main everywhere. Woman's contribution is quite a lot, and I'm sure all of you know about it. I'm not going into those areas. I have even given a nice little talk on YouTube on Women's Day. On 8th, you will hear that talk if you switch on my YouTube talk. So now, yoga. Yoga is a subject which is a combination of three subjects. One is human psychology, another is human philosophy. Psychology means how human mind thinks and how mind is supposed to think. Somebody behaved rudely, somebody talked rubbish. Now, there are various ways in which you would react. One, that either you will get hurt, you will feel bad, that how he is behaving like this, how, why should he talk these words and so on. You will get hurt. You will lose your cool. Sometimes you will lose your hunger and sleep also. So that is one way of reacting. Another way could be you can just say that keep quiet. I don't like this and don't talk like this about me. You don't know anything and unnecessarily. So you are reacting. Now understand. Yoga makes it very much clear that when our mind goes away from our happy state, we should remain in a blissful and happy state all the time. But when my mind goes away from it because of somebody's, any Tom, Dick, Harry can if disturb me, then who am I? So somebody is behaving rudely, I am disturbed. And what happens when I get disturbed? When I get disturbed, yogis have gone into detail. They say that my blood pressure will shoot up, my pulse will go fast, oxygen coming into blood, carbon dioxide coming out of blood will not take place because my breathing will become shallow and fast. Whatever food I have eaten, body will either store that food or throw it out. Body will not absorb, assimilate anything out of that food because body is upset. The moment mind is disturbed, body gets disturbed because mind supersedes body. Mind has a will of its own. Body doesn't have a separate will. Body has its own system. So if mind is disturbed, body is disturbed. So how body gets disturbed? This is described. That whatever food you have eaten, either body will store something out of that. If you have fat, then body will store fat. Cholesterol will go high. Body will, if you have eaten protein, peptides, amino acid, body will store in amino acid form. And then you have joint pains and so many other problems, but protein would not be utilized. Glucose will be stored, so diabetes may start. See, heart problem starts, diabetes starts, joint pain starts, all that starts because body is storing your food. Or body will throw that food out. So deficiencies will arise. Your iron deficiency, calcium deficiency, B12 deficiency, D3 deficiency, and so many other deficiency. So all that is happening. Why? Because you are disturbed. Somebody said something and you are disturbed. And above all, your mind, nervous system will be rattled. Concentration will become poor. Your memory will become poor. And your reasoning power, because of which we are superior than animals, that will be totally haywire. So, so what will happen is this, that unfortunately, we from all angle are disturbed, suffering, we are increasing our problems. Reason, somebody behaved rudely. Now, is this a way to live our life? This means we don't know how to live. Now, second person who reacts, what does he do? He is hurt, he is disturbed, he feels bad about somebody's behavior, but he is reacting. So he is doing his action. And when we are doing our action, every action is effective. Every action, you will have to face the consequences of the action. Karma theory, karma ka siddhanta. Whatever action I do, I will have to face the consequences of my action. If I shout at somebody in my life, I will find somebody shouting at me also. Because maybe my own son may shout, maybe my mother-in-law may shout, maybe my niece, but that shouting is going to come back to me. It is scientific phenomenon, cause and effect theory. Yoga makes it very clear. Yogis believe in this 100%. Jainism believes in 100% in this. Practically, majority of isms also talk in that fashion. Apne karma, apne ko bhogne hai. You have to accept your karma. Now, don't do karmas because of somebody, but we do, and we suffer because of our karma. I hate somebody, that person may not hate me, but maybe my own son may start hating me in my life. That hatred karma I have done. I help somebody, that person may not help me. But when I need help from anywhere, help will come to me, 100% guarantee. That is karma theory. So we should keep that theory in mind, and we should believe, I believe that we should try and think in that fashion, that no karma goes waste, and we have to be alert and aware before doing our action. So I was giving you an example that someone behaved rudely. Here are these two types of personality. There is third type of personality also. A woman, a lady, who will say, "Bolo, jo bolna hai." Speak it out because he is tense, under tension. He is speaking what he wants to say. But then once he stops speaking, then you can say what you want to say when he is in a listening state. Till then, speaking makes no sense at all. When somebody is shouting and talking, don't give a damn to his words. Whatever words he is speaking makes no sense to you because he is not speaking with a balanced state of mind. He is reacting. So that person who is not a balanced person, his speech has no meaning, and you should not give importance to that at all. Ladies are such personalities who are sensitive, who are touchy, who want everything around her to happen nicely. Everybody around her should be happy. But this doesn't happen, not possible. Every human in our house, you will find, is one namuna, or I would say one sample by itself. one individual personality with their own nature, with their own habits, with their own karmas. They have come together in the family. And in one family, we'll find somebody shouting and talking, somebody hardly talks, somebody talks roundabout, somebody speaks lies, somebody plays politics, somebody is hardworking, somebody is lazy, somebody is miserable. World is bad, everything is bad, nobody cares. You may do anything for them, still they are never happy with you. Such personalities. And you have to deal with them. We are also one personality. Now, this is the whole combination. It's very easy to get hurt, very easy to get disturbed, very easy to feel bad. But we have to decide, choose not to suffer because of others in life. Others means our own family members. We don't get hurt by dogs, cats, 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 dogs, cats. Yoga says you have a choice to get hurt or not to get hurt. You have a choice. You don't have to get hurt and suffer all this, which I have explained. All this suffering should not be done. Okay, he is rude. He can't see good in you. So it's his problem, not your problem. He is rude because he can't manage things with love. He is incapable of managing life. And so it's his problem, not your problem. Why are you getting disturbed? Why do you have to expect that others should be behaving sweetly, cooperate? They cannot. A donkey is going to behave like donkey only, a horse like horse, a dog like dog, isn't it? Now you want that dog should stop barking, stop biting. Not possible. What do you say? Not possible. Dog is going to bark. And if you go close to dog when his dog is playing with this, dog will bite you also. You may say, I'm loving you, I'm doing everything for you, and you are biting me. But why did you go close to dog? He is going to bite. So how do you live with dog? You study your dog. You study your dog, that what is his nature, what irritates him, those things you don't do. Otherwise, he'll get irritated and bite you. So you are careful if you have to live with such personalities, such dog type. Okay, you have to be careful what to do so that you don't get bothered. Here, cleverness is required, and every woman is clever. Every woman can handle varieties of people together, but you have to be cautious. Expecting anything from others, don't do. You will suffer. The moment you will expect, you will suffer. But be cautious. Understand that these are the things which irritates him. Don't do those things. Keep away. And these are the things, if you do, he'll bark more. Barking, wow, wow, dog does all the time. Understand the language of barking and don't get affected. So this is how we have to learn to manage with all the varieties which are there around us. So there is a third type of a person who will listen, understand, but then say when it is a right time to say. Till then, person will keep patience. Rakho bhai. Speak whatever you want to speak. It doesn't, I don't bother. And there is a fourth type of a person also, which is a motherly and very godly personality. When somebody is rude, she will feel that poor fellow, he is not happy in his life. He is unhappy. That's why he is rude. Maybe he is hungry. Give him some food to eat. Maybe he is thirsty. Give some water. Maybe he is not rested well. Let him rest. And then say what you want to say and go. Don't give, don't get bothered about what he or she is. So this technique of yoga, which tells you, learn to see things objectively. We use the word vairagya in yoga, detachment, objectivity in life. Be little objective. See things as they are. Do what you can do at a right time in a right manner, but don't choose to suffer because of others in life. I always want to tell all of you that you or we all have to take a strong decision in our life that from today onwards, I don't want to suffer because of anybody in life. Anybody. Every individual lives accordingly. I don't want to suffer. I would do my action at a right time in a right manner. So this is, and a person who is disturbed type, I'll care for him. You care for him, let his disturbance go away, and then we'll see how to manage with him. But don't give importance to spoken words of others. Somebody says, I have seen this, and you believe in that. How much ladies suffer because of them. I remember one girl came crying to me that I saw your husband. Her friend was telling, I saw your husband with his secretary in a hotel, and he comes late. And husband would tell her that I have lots of work to do right now, little overtime work. And she would say, I don't want to do overtime work. I want to do my work at a right time in a right manner. So don't to everybody. I always remember a story or an anecdote of um, President Roosevelt. President Roosevelt, America. Once he was elected, first time when he got elected, first day when he was sitting in his office, his Roosevelt's opposition party people came together, rushing to him. Sir, now you are our president. Now you should follow these things, certain policies you should make. And they had a big list to advise him, tell him that, sir, you should follow these things. The president was listening very humbly, very carefully. He says, how right you are, how clever, very good, how nice, very correct. This is how he would be talking to them. And they were happy that president has heard him. They went away. No sooner those people went away, from the other door his own party people came running to him. They said, sir, now it is our party, and you have to take certain decisions. We have to make certain rules in certain way. Opposition people may be talking differently, but we have to do this. President was listening to them also. How nice, how wonderful, very intelligent, very right. You are so right. So they also went away. President's wife was sitting near him. She says, yeah, what type of man you are? Kya aadmi hai? What type of man you are? To these people, you said you are very right. How wonderful, how wonderful. To those people also, you are said very right. How wonderful. When so many things they were talking quite opposite. What are you doing? So he looked at his wife and says, Madam, you are also very right. Yeah, everybody is right. Fine. Listen, now where is the problem? But then do. Decide yourself. Think and then do your action. All we ladies have to form this habit of sitting quietly, peacefully, and just stopping to think for some time. We have to stop the mind from chattering. We have to start sitting peacefully and maybe watch our breath, which is called as meditation, or maybe listen to some sound which is there in the outside world, which is called as Nispanda Bhava. You sit quietly, stretch yourself, sit head supporting the wall, and then listen to some sound which is in the outside world, not within your body. And the mind is very much out of your body. And you are listening to that sound for some time and relaxing. A very good relaxation technique which you should be doing. And that would really help. Do this for 5 to 10 minutes, and once or twice in a day or thrice in a day, and that would work wonders. Trying to keep mind quiet. Physically, we have to do certain things for our body. One thing we should know, that we are made up of these three things: body, mind. Everybody's body is different. Every human's body is different. I have my body. I have my body. I am not the body, but I have my body, and I have to take care of my body. I have to take care of my body, that my body remains fit, disease free. I have to listen to my body language. Body offers its language by simple things, that you little touch of cold and you sneeze for no reason. Okay. Or you cough, or your throat is little sore. That's a language your body is telling you. Immediately do something. Don't allow it to grow. So you are doing steam, you are gargling, you are doing little jalneti in yoga. We talk about it. That take little warm water, put little salt in that, and take that water in your palm, dip your nose, and sniff the water in, so that the water goes into your throat and it comes out from the mouth. It will not go anywhere else. There is no other passage. So sniffing warm water with salt takes care of all the areas, sinuses, cold cough. Simple technique, jalaneti. And the moment one signal my body is showing me I should do something like that, do steam, I should eat some food which would help me to dry up the cough and settle down. By evening, all the symptoms of cold which has just started will disappear. I would drink little water. After eating food, drink a hand mouthful of water which is warm to wash away your throat, and that would just solve the problem. Don't keep water on your dining table. Never keep water on your dining table. You could take water half an hour before food and 1 hour after food, but not with food. With food, you should have some liquids. So maybe at lunchtime you have chash, buttermilk. In the morning you have what is called as ukala, which is called as water boiled with ginger, lemongrass, tulsi leaves, mint leaves, whatever is available, herbs. Boil water with any of these things, and then add equally milk and sugar or jaggery syrup and drink it. Very good drink, which we give here. Today we offered this drink to all the patients who came here. That herbal drink, ukala. And then evening you have a lemon juice, something which everybody should take. Half lemon, a glass of water, and pinch of salt. If you want sugar, add sugar or honey, and take a nice tasty drink. And at night you can have a cup of soup. But in all four meals you have some liquid with you, not water. Water needs a separate time and a separate management, not along with food. And so yoga makes it clear. We never have glasses of water on our dining table, never. After 1 hour, you may get thirsty, then drink water, or half an hour before your food, remember and drink little water. And drink only when you are thirsty, depending upon the weather, need of your body. Unnecessarily drinking water, person should always avoid. Water also should be taken systematically. So I was trying to tell you that these are the ways in which we should know that I have my body and I have to take care of my body. Now, second is I have my mind and I should take care of my mind. My mind, what is my mind's nature, habit, how I think, why I think in this fashion, that fashion, I should know. I should know about my mind, what type of thoughts are bothering me, what do I do so that these thoughts don't bother. Lots of techniques in yoga are there. So I have my mind. Then who is this I? I is nothing else but my consciousness, what we call as soul, Atma, Chaitanyata, God, by any name. There are varieties of name for I, even God, even consciousness, even soul, Atma. So we always say that we are made up of body, mind, and soul. Since we talk about soul, Atma, soul has all the properties of what we think in God. You can be present all the time, always alert, can do anything, has all the knowledge within. That's why in spirituality we say that all the knowledge is within. when you want to solve the problem, you don't start thinking too much and opening books here and there too much. Rather sit quietly, and sit quietly at peaceful level. Stop thinking. Once you stop, then something else will start. No, if you are active, nothing else will start. So to reach to your consciousness, you are supposed to be yourself quiet and yourself peaceful. So these are the things which we should be trying to do in our life. So body yoga, coming back, yoga is something which says that for our day-to-day routines, what are the things which we should be doing to keep ourselves healthy and fine. So one is, of course, little food, which I have talked a little bit about it, which we have to be careful. See that we eat 4 times in a day. Anything other than water is food. Timing should be well organized, fixed every 4 hours. But even a glass of lemon juice is a food. You need not have too many things to eat along with it. Or even glass of buttermilk is your lunch, no problem at all. Depending upon your hunger, you will be eating. You eat only that much to satiate your hunger, not to fill your stomach, just to satiate your hunger. And that's how, if we eat, we'll never put on weight. It is very easy to reduce weight systematically, not by anything, if at all, by following yoga discipline, that you are eating only that much to get hungry after 4 hours. You have to understand your body's need. Somebody needs 6 chapati, you may need one, you may sometimes need half, or you may need no chapati, only vegetable and salad can fill you. Everything depends upon what you really need. So there is no hard and fast rule as such, but person should have breakfast, person should have lunch, uh, tea time and dinner, but breakfast is a must. So try and see, because such a long gap, whole night. So breakfast has to be taken. And in breakfast, for all ladies, I would try to strongly recommend, because in ladies, the hormonal imbalance take very often. Every month, youngsters, they have their period, and so fluctuation of hormones, premenstrual tension, and later on also pregnancy, then menopause, and all these phases which woman's body is going through. Woman's body needs certain things very clearly, and in her food she should have, what is, I would strongly recommend, groundnuts, peanuts, supposed to be most healthy protein in our body, and packed with fibers. So protein and fiber can really help. But peanuts, not that roasted shingdanas or salted shingdana, it should be boiled, cooked, like a roasted, cooked, not roasted, cooked moongfali, shingdana. A handful, 10 to 15 danas per day should go in your body in either morning breakfast or at lunchtime. I know certain Gujarati ladies, they put groundnuts in dal, so it gets cooked. Or you have that darikut. But better is that you cook and eat. Groundnut should go. Second, what should go is akhrot, because akhrot has certain amount of things which are not omega-3, and certain element which should go in your body. And so akhrot, you all know, walnut should go in your body. Third could be almond, definitely is good for your system. So at least 5 almond, but soak them overnight at night and drink in the eat in the morning, removing the skin out. So that should be another thing. And these khajur, anjeer, those figs must go in your body. Those figs, anjeer, that also you could boil little bit with water, not as it is. Everything is quite unhygienic. Luckily, majority of these things, they all are sprayed with pesticides. Luckily, these pesticides are water soluble chemicals, and so you could boil them with little water and then take that, which also becomes softer, and take 1 or 2 figs, at least 1 fig in a day. So all such things should be there in breakfast. Poha is a very good dish person can have. Upma is another thing which you should have. Oats are another things which you should have. So once in a while, these other things, little of things should be your breakfast. And then in between, person should have by 10, 10, 30% should have fresh fruits. All these fresh fruits which are available. It could be apple, oranges, chiku, peru, any of these things. I would say one slice of everything, not full apple or full peru or full these things. No, either it could be that much of banana or safed elchi banana would do good, and some fruits, fresh fruits at 10, 10, 30. Fruit should be taken separately, not with other foods, and in between two main meals. So this is how, and then lunch, snacks, and dinner. Dinner has to be very light, lightest. It should be just soup, khichdi, or it could be chapati and soup, something very simple, not too much of oil and too much of spices as far as possible. In dinner you should avoid. Once in a while everything is fine, no doubt about it, but you can try to see that you have something simple. Unfortunately, every woman has so much of likes dislikes because they work in kitchen also quite a lot. They love this and they don't like this and they like, but we have to become cautious after the age of, I always say after the age of 30, old age begins, because after 30, our growth is over. So now it is management and maintenance. And keeping that in mind, we should eat food. Or at least after 40, they say charishi lagli, Maharashtrian Marathi, they say that after 40, you get into it, but definitely after 50, 55, menopause, and that period, ladies tend to put on weight at the age of menopause. They tend to start getting certain problems after that. So all that will not be there if we are really careful about having a discipline. What you like, definitely eat. Only don't overeat. You can keep the same food for evening, you can keep the same food for night also. I don't say that every time you need a variety. What you like, you eat 3 times or 4 times in a day, but little at once. If you eat too much, that will create problems. So that we can always keep in mind, and I'm sure we can help ourselves. So yoga talks about awareness. We should become aware. We should keep purpose in mind and function in life, that what am I doing and why am I doing? No, a purpose behind doing anything should be kept in mind, and then doing the thing. So food, aha. And then other activity could be activity, rest, recreation, sleep. All these things are so important for us. I know one lady, she gets up at 5 o'clock. She finishes her morning bath and everything. She's little traditional type. In the morning, she has to do puja and all that. I very often tell people that now from gross you become subtle. Externally bringing things, bring flowers and make mala and doing puja and all that you have done in your young age. Now you do puja mentally. Go from body gross to mind. Yoga talks that. We say that close your eyes and do puja, where you are bringing flower, you are doing this, that, whatever you want to do it with your eyes closed in your mind. Every thought itself is an action. And so do that in your mind. Sit quietly and do all the pujas in your mind. Externally, nothing. That we should master. Then we will not bother with anybody. Flowers are there or not there. In my mind, I have selected a flower and I have brought the flower. It's there in the nature, in my mind. So that's how we should go. When we remain gross, problems come. I know one lady, she has to do puja at 7, no, not 7, 6 o'clock. Her daughter-in-law, she has to bring all the flowers. She has to make a mala and keep it. She has to bring incense, thing, this and that. And in the morning, the lady is doing puja, all the materials, the family members have to give. Husband is waiting that has to finish because he has to go to work today at 7:30, and this lady is busy doing puja. Now, the whole problem with us, we ladies, are like that we hold on to tradition without understanding why this tradition was and why this tradition was at that time made. Now you can make your own tradition. You can make your own rituals, keeping your conditions in mind. You don't have to follow those things. Yoga talks very clearly about it. Create your own tradition and create your own rituals. So your ritual could be, according to us, sit quietly with eyes closed and do whatever you want to do as the tradition, if you really want to do. Otherwise, there is no need. The puja by itself is to do something for others, to serve others, whatever you can do for others, do it. That itself is a very big thing. That becomes puja. You don't spend more time there in many cases. So once this lady learned yoga, then the entire family was so happy. I said, you don't have to remember God only in the morning at 7 o'clock or 6 o'clock. He's there within you all the time. Whenever all the duties are over, do yourself. Where is the problem? Slowly she understood this, and the whole family was very happy. Things were quite different. So that these are the things. Before food is the time for exercise. You should be walking, definitely walking, going out with nature, taking help of nature, trying to do something. Like all of us should learn to stretch ourselves upwards. As the gravity is pulling us down, we have to do practices to stretch ourselves up. So join your hands up and stretch yourself. Go to the wall, touch your whole body to the wall, and take your both arms up and stay there for some time straight. So, and breathe in and breathe out from your stomach, diaphragm. Use your diaphragm to inhale and exhale, and stay stretched upwards. Pull yourself up. Hold your hands behind in Gomukhasana position. All these are stretching posture. Lying down and stretch both arms up and both toes down. Too much standing in kitchen or too much standing in traveling, too much standing in office. Instead of that, go on your toe and come back. Squat down and come back. Walk a bit. Walking is always better than staying at one position. All these little things to see that you develop awareness about yourself and do something whenever, whatever is possible. Very often I tell those ladies who are sitting and cooking, well, sit on the platform by itself and cook. Where is the need of standing for so long, and cook only that much which is required? All the ladies will have to make the family members totally self-reliant. Not that I will serve and you all sit there. This thinking has to go. One lady had lots of knee pain and back pain. I told her, come and stay with me for 7 days. We have what is called a 7-day health camp. She said, not possible. My two daughters, one is 20, two and one is 19. They have to go to college. My husband has to go to work. If I come, who will give them food and all that? I said, they are grown up. They'll manage. No, no. I mean, it would be terrible. And if they work in kitchen, they will burn all my vessels. Everything would be bad and this and that. Somehow I made her understand that you leave that attachment. Without me, things don't go correctly. This thinking has to go. With or without me, world can run. Come back to this thinking. Bring Vairagya. Without me also, world can run. Without me, institute can run. Where is the problem? So try and bring this. Somehow I told her, you come to the institute, and somehow she managed. Her husband brought her and kept her there. So then she stayed for 7 days. She says, now I know when I go home, everything would be in a mess, everything bad, and things would be piled up and, well, etc., etc. I said, if that is the case, you tell me. I'll bring my 10 volunteers. We'll come and quickly make your house clean and neat and fine, wash vessel and do everything. First, go and tell me how is the condition there. So she went home and then she phoned me. She was literally crying. I said, what happened? Things are so bad in the house. She said, no, rather everything is so good, spick span, everything so wonderful. So then I said, why are you crying? So she said, this means that they don't need me anymore. They don't need me anymore. Now, is this a way to think? So somewhere ladies who get too much engrossed, attached, they have to learn to manage their emotions. The only thing which I want every woman to understand is that they have duty towards themselves. They should take out at least 1 hour for themselves. In that 1 hour, she can sit quietly with herself, stop thinking, do some asanas, walk, be with nature, try to be do all those things like something which she loves to do, something where her emotions could be channelized. All these things are so much required. What we call as vihar, rest, recreation, sleep. Everybody should sing. Everybody must learn singing. Everybody must learn few steps of dancing. These are very important to express, bring your emotions. Everybody should be together and join hands and move together. All that. Everybody should have their own group of friends, as you all have formed a group. It is very important. And trying to be together at least for some time, if not every day, not possible, but try and have such things. All these at different age group, very important. So we should live life. We are doing wonderful things in life. We are taking care of everybody around, earning money, taking care of things, taking care, and so on. You all know how you all have gone through your life. But somewhere we all neglect our own self. We don't spend time with our own self. And that is very wrong. So we have to slowly learn not to get so much involved that we forget that we have duty towards ourselves. There was one lady whose young daughter was very sick, so she was hospitalized. The lady stayed with her in the hospital. 9 days that daughter was there in the hospital, and then finally she was discharged. But next day the lady got hospitalized. Why should she have this happen? She should remember, no, that when daughter is eating food, she is also supposed to eat. Or when daughter is resting, she should walk a bit or climb steps and give some movement to her body. When she is sleeping, she should also sleep, arrange for something so that she can also sleep. This awareness about self is very poor in majority of ladies, and that's where we have to work on ourselves. Well, the time is moving fast, so I would stop here. And now if you have anything to ask, any questions or anything, please go ahead and we will discuss about that. Yeah.
A little more information on breathing or breath control will be helpful.
A little more information on breathing or breath control. Okay, that's a lovely thing. Let me tell you one thing, that when we are breathing, all these trees are nothing else but our lungs only. They are part and parcel of our lungs. We breathe out carbon dioxide. All these trees, they take carbon dioxide, they send oxygen to you, and we are taking oxygen. They are very much part of our body. So what we should be doing, that whenever we are in nature, basically where big trees are there, we should stand there for some time and take some long breath. One full breath, breathe in, and one full breath, breathe out. Now, when you breathe in, you should do one thing. You see, we have 3 sets of muscles which we are using for breathing. The first set is diaphragm over here, which can be moved when we move our stomach in and out. So when we breathe out, stomach goes in. Try and do that. Keep your hand on your stomach. You breathe out and stomach moves in. Breathe in, stomach comes up. Breathe out, stomach goes in. Breathe in, stomach comes up. So you are breathing through your abdomen. And that is one. Second, here is an intercostal muscles, ribs. So when you breathe in, your ribs should go out and ribs should go in. Practice this separately. And then this is the clavicular muscle. So when you breathe in, your chest comes up, and breathe out, the chest goes down. So all these 3 things together becomes breathing. So when you breathe in, take a long breath in, hold your breath for some times, and long breathing out. This inhalation and exhalation, this is one thing. Before eating food, take one long breath in and then start eating. After you finish your food, take one long breath in and get up. Form such habits. Otherwise, you will not remember. Sometimes you will remember. Form such habits. Before going to bed, take 5, 7 long breaths in, Second would be breathe in and making little sound from throat, humming sound. Mm. Or you can say, oh. It could be long. When you are making a sound, you are actually breathing out, emptying your lungs. So empty your lungs. Breathe in and this is called as, or breathe in and breathe out from mouth. From mouth. But that breathing out long, if you do, then you remove the toxins and then you breathe fresh air back. So these are the things. When you are in a crowded place, breathe very shallow. Keep your hand over there and breathe shallow. So little awareness about your breath. When you have, you will really help your body.
We have a lot of questions.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Would like to know a little more about Surya Nadi and Chandra Nadi.
Yes, but all these, you see, right and left nostrils are there. So we become aware about that also. So here, when you are, your right nostril is Surya, sun, which increases heat, and left is moon. Every full moon day we do meditation in our institute, full moon meditation. It's cooling and this is heating. In our body we have this mechanism. It adjusts to the climate and everything. Body can adjust, mind has to adjust, body can adjust. Mind if starts saying I hate heat or I don't like, then the problem starts. You should love everything. So what you should do is breathe in from right nostrils and little bit hold your breath and breathe out from left. Again, breathe in from left, little bit hold your breath, breathe out from right, and then stop your breath. And do the same. Inhale, hold, exhale. Inhale, hold, exhale. Do this simple rounds for sometimes 10 rounds. That really helps keeping your mind also calm, adjusting to balance the heat and cold atmosphere outside. So this technology part of yoga works wonders. You do and you benefit, no doubt about it. Yeah.
Please advise yoga asanas and food during menopause to manage hormonal imbalance and calcium deficiency.
Well, yoga asanas and food. Food I have mentioned, but and during menopause, I said you need more calcium. That's why I gave you all those things, your nuts and your dry fruits and these things. And you, in your food, you must have what is called as all these bhajis, palak, methi, suwa, but and all those stuffs. Always make one vegetable out of these bhajis and leafy vegetables. That is another thing which would give you all the calcium. Banana is a must. Person must take banana for calcium. And more than that, milk is a must. Nowadays, people don't say vegans, they are becoming vegan. We are not in favor of that. Our country is nothing else but a country of cow and milk. Person should take cow's milk. All our orthopedic surgeons would say, take milk. The easily digestible calcium is in milk. So try and take milk. I have given you the recipe, ukala, boil little water with herbs and add milk in that and take milk. That milk is most easily digestible. Take definitely buttermilk in the afternoon, charge, or a little cup of dahi has to go into your body. But charge and dahi would be fine. Take cheese, which is called as cottage cheese, paneer, very good food, paneer. That all will take care of your menopause deficiency. You will not have any problem. But main point is don't overeat. Eat little and so on, which I have explained. Yeah. Next.
As people use yoga exercise to lose weight, what discipline should be followed to gain weight?
Well, the same discipline, let me tell you, to lose weight and gain weight, both need the same discipline. Eat only that much so that you get hungry after 4 hours. You need 1 teaspoonful of ghee in your body every day. 1 teaspoonful of ghee and 1 tablespoonful of oil. Olive oil, tilka tel, groundnut oil, badam, coconut oil, any of these oils you can just take. But that much has to go into your body at any age to keep balance in your system. So even to gain weight, you need the same discipline. Your digestion becomes so strong that body will absorb maximum out of that, and you will bring your body to balance. If you are deficit, you will be normal. If you are excess, you will be gone, uh, normal again. I give you one example. One person came to me, a doctor. He was a medical practitioner, very fat, very good medical practitioner, but he neglected his body. One fine day he comes and stands in front of me. Hansaji, look at me, I'm so fat now. Little walking also, I'm gasping for breath. How do I manage? What asanas I do, what pranayams I do, and all that. I looking at him, I said, you don't do anything of this sort. No asanas, no pranayam. Then how am I going to reduce? I said, look, 4 times in a day, eating little, only to satiate your hunger. And second, sleep properly. Good sleep can help you to reduce weight if it is excess, or can help you to put on weight if it is weak. Good sleep. And so a person should be sleeping by 10 o'clock to get up at 6 o'clock, or 10:30 to 6:30, something like that. You will have to organize and sleep well. And that was also, I told him, just do that much. And he started doing that much. And within 1 month, he was feeling fine. Next month, I said, just do your upward stretch. So he did 4 times in a day before lunch. Do these 2, 3 times, these rounds of stretching your body, and then eat your food. So practically put these things into life. And then third month, I told him to walk a little bit, half an hour in the morning and half an hour in the evening. After 3 months, he came in front of me. Do you know how much he reduced his weight? 37 kg. 37 kg. Do you believe that doctor is still now alive? Now he knows how to manage his life. But just timely eating food only that much so that you get hungry next time, and a good sleep can solve excess weight or less weight, both. And then few asanas and activities are in any case important. Okay, next question.
What breathing exercises would you recommend to achieve mental peace?
For mental peace, what you really need is that since mind is continuously active, mind has to stop. The definition of yoga is yoga chitta vritti nirodha. Stop your mind. Complete mastery over mind is yoga. Balanced state of mind is yoga. These are the definition of yoga. Excellence in work is yoga. Definition. So to bring balance in your mind, you are supposed to learn to sit quietly and not to think. I have given you a technique called as Nishpanda Bhav, where you listen to some sound which is outside and sit quietly for some time. Stroll a bit in with nature in the garden. Take interest in garden, flower, fruits, leaves, trees, colors, nature. Nature can give you maximum relaxation. So take interest in these things and you will be able to control your mind. Of course, techniques are there, this alternate breathing, all the breathing techniques, because mind and body, they go together. If you can't control the mind, but you can control your breath. And so you can control your mind. And then asanas, you breathe in, stretch, breathe out. Learn something, some techniques of yoga, a simple one, which I'm trying to show you. And that itself would help mind. Anything else?
Two questions, ma'am. I have two questions. One is, what is about meditation?
Seema, please put it on the chat box. Let it come through Gunjan. Seema, please put it on the chat box.
We have here.
Yeah. So
Gunjan will take it in due course of time.
Yeah.
in case of backache, which all asanas are safe to be done?
Backache. For backache, you should learn to lie down and fold your legs up a bit. When you sleep, you should put a round pillow or a blanket rolled up below your knee, so that your legs are little bit bent when you are sleeping. So when you do that, your back will get rest. And then you turn from side to side, but your legs are folded. So this is the way of resting. And second, for backache, sitting for long at one place, you should always avoid. Try to be little moving or lying down. Third, These lying down asanas, which I have mentioned, lie down and join your legs together, which is called as Bhadrasana. Lie down and lift your one leg up and down, another leg up and down. Take leg from the side, which is called as Aspada Gushtasana. Do Pavana Muktasana, one leg towards your stomach, another leg towards your stomach. Go on your stomach, rest. Do Bhujangasana a bit, and Shalabhasana, lifting your legs from behind. These itself would be sufficient. And then keeping your legs little apart and then slowly bending forward if you don't have slip disc or any such problems. Then if it is just a backache without any structural defects, then you can bend forward also. And while getting up, bend your knee and get up. Don't lift weight with your legs straight. Bend your legs and bend your arms and then lift weight, and not straight like that. That would hurt your back. So learn all these simple things, and you'll be able to help your back. Hot water bag works wonders. I always say that we should keep that make friends with hot water bag. Just fill hot water and keep it on your back. That gives you energy. And once it gives you energy, healing takes place fast. Yeah.
How do we keep our mind empty of thoughts whilst doing meditation?
Well, you don't have to struggle with your thought. In meditation, you have to give one subject to your mind. Your mind needs something on which mind can ponder upon. So either you are listening to sound, or you are looking at the flame of the candle and just getting absorbed with the light and then closing your eyes, or you are taking a flower in front of you and focusing on that, or you are watching how many times number of breaths you are taking in a minute and then slowly calming yourself down, or counting from 100 backwards. You see, you have to give some subject to your mind, then only mind would be free from thoughts. Otherwise, the moment mind is blank, thoughts will come. Blank mind is devil's workshop. All varieties of thoughts will come. So meditation means focusing your mind on one object.
Breast cancer has become very common in women. Please suggest anything to prevent this and also to avoid reoccurrence.
See, breast cancer has become very common because number one, hormonal imbalances are very strong in women. And that's why I gave you the formula: eat rightly and sleep well. Sleep can solve majority of the problem. All repair work takes place during sleep. Melatonin is secreted. Now, I'm not giving you the details, scientific details, it will take time, but good sleep. Second, walking and being with nature. Third, wearing clothes which are not very tight. You should love to wear loose clothes, absolutely tight things which nowadays ladies wear and youngsters, thick pants and very tight ones. I am very much against it. I am always with sari all the time. But whatever it is, you may wear. But that tightness on your skin could be avoided, at least at night. Your bras should not have too much of paddings, and it should be more simple cotton. Even this belt should be cotton one. Certain exercises where you are giving weight on your arms and raising yourself up to strengthen your chest muscles is very important. Even in Surya Namaskar, we teach that bend forward and lift yourself. Need not do Surya Namaskar, but this lifting of yourself in Sarpasan, in Bhujangasana, Gomukhasan, rotation of your arms, all that will keep your breasts very, very healthy. So these asanas should also be done. And I think so. And to see that it doesn't recur. You see, cancer occurs with that state of mind, which is a helpless and hopeless state. Like a woman feels that now nothing good can occur in life. Now this is what my life is going, and nothing great is going to occur. Now maybe suddenly husband has died and children are there, and I have to do this and that. So this phase of mind should totally avoid. You should know that you have tremendous capacity in yourself, and if God closes one door, another door opens. If one problem comes, another solution is there itself where the problem is. So you don't have to get into that state of mind, which is helpless, hopeless mind. No, you talk it out with wise people, do things, go, you take charge of yourself, you take care of your health, everything will fall at its own place. I have noticed majority of, we are doing good amount of work on cancer patients here, and we have some special program also for cancer patients. And we have noticed that this state of mind has to change. Woman has to understand that how much strength she has, nobody else has. Men in any case don't have that emotional strength which woman has. And so woman has to be respecting his own strength. Yeah.
Can we keep corona away?
Yeah, I mean, at least all our students who have gone through the yoga program, none of them have got into trouble. Some have got, but they came out very fast in 2 days by doing certain things, because all the family member had and they didn't have. Many such things are there. So I have a faith that if I take charge of myself, any outside factors is not going to affect you, unless you have to go through some experiences in your life. Then you will go through, but you learn from your experience and you move ahead in life. Like accidents occur, even corona as an accident can come to you, but then you learn and come out, outgrow that. Don't break down with that. Yeah.
During this pandemic, the children are going through a lot of mental problems,
Yes.
frustrations, hyperactivity, speech defect, etc. How can yoga help?
Well, children are such a mind that you have to give them some healthy alternative. When children are in the house, whole family has to do things together, and whole family has to start finding good in each other. In the house, we have never praised anybody. In the house we are there to say this is wrong, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this. Now it's other language we have to use, because we are staying day in and day out 24 hours together. It's quite difficult thing. Nobody has lived like this. Your children are in the school for some time, for 2 hours they are there with you in the morning, evening, but now it is difficult. And so whole everybody has to do all the activities together. You are in kitchen, children has to be in kitchen, they should also roll chapati and break things and make things. You should allow all that. They should also cut the vegetables, sometimes cut the finger, sometimes there's, all the activity which human needs to take care of themselves, they should all do together, and makes house so beautiful. I tell all boys, every child, every boy also has to learn how to roll chapati. And it is such an art which you should know how to cook food, how to do. Foreigners, they do that. And how we people are pampered. So this corona has taught us quite a lot. And if we do, sing together, you can do many things together in the house.
Sleeping is a big issue with aging, so please advise.
Learn to go to bed on time, and then close the lights, be in dark. And then now it's the mind is the culprit. So you lie down. First you do this breathing, alternate breathing, which I mentioned, so that both the nadis are open. So do some rounds of alternate breathing. If you find it mute your microphone.
Ranjana ji?
Can you repeat? Because it froze. We were not able to hear.
Yes, yes. Ma, about sleep management.
Yeah, so you can hear me. So yes, so try sleep management, bath. So take bath at night, um, 1 hour before you go to bed. Switch off all your mobile and all that, because the blue light can activate your nerves. And then you go to bed. And then
It is frozen again.
your mind, you are going through some such activity which are very pleasant, where you went through certain things, something, and then you thinking you will be able to sleep. But this breathing works wonders. Pranayam. Do your pranayam number 4 when you are lying down, when you are sitting, do alternate breathing. Take a quick bath, remember good events, and then sleep. That you will be able to sleep when you follow all these things.
Okay, I'm going to pick up, as we have short time, I'm going to pick up a few questions which are very common to a lot of women over here. We might not be covering all the questions, but here's an interesting question about thyroid and knee problems. So how do we combat it and avoid it?
See, as far as thyroid is concerned, once you have thyroid, first of all, you better take thyroxine, altroxin, because that's how it would go. Because till you really learn to maintain your balance, you have to take this tablet, one simple tablet in the morning, which you take. But then the knee problem and all that, certain very simple thing would be avoid standing at one place. See if your weight is more, definitely reduce your weight, and you will if I've told you how to do. And then lie down and lift your leg a little up the ground and stay in that position for some time, for 15 seconds, 20 seconds, with toe in, and then come down. Lie down, lift another leg, stay for some time. This one exercise, which is called as Haspada Gushtasana. Lie down and then stay, and then bring your leg little up. If at all your legs are paining, bring it up a little bit and bring it down. So this simple exercise, sitting, putting your leg up and stretching on the chair and down. Walking, climbing works wonders to strengthen your knee. So you should be climbing 1 step, 2 steps. When you feel you are gasping for breath, stay for some time, climb again. I climb 4 floors twice a day, every day here in the institute, because it's like 5 floors. So it is like this. Once you start doing it, your knees are going to become stronger. But weight should reduce. Whatever weight you have, reduce 1 kg, and that will help you very much.
What about stones in gallbladder?
Well, now that can't be removed. Gallbladder is such a separate piece by itself. There are sometimes 40 stones in gallbladder. You can't do anything about it. Just don't worry about it unless it is bothering you. If it is giving you pain every week or something, then you remove it. Otherwise, don't bother. Once in a year or once in a while, if it gives you pain, take some medicine, which is a relaxant, to remove that stone from the mouth of that gallbladder. Then it gives you pain. And then you can manage the life. Unnecessarily don't go for operation. If it is really required, then only go.
Are there any asanas that they can do for gallbladder?
No. Asanas means all abdominal exercises are wonderful, which we call as a core exercises, where you help your abdomen region. Why stones occur? Because your digestion is little disturbed, poor. The calcification, calcium has to be absorbed in body. You have to see that you do these abdominal exercises, walking, eat only that much to natural food like milk is better than tablets, and so on. And it would help you. Don't add more stones.
So similar question, endometrium wall thickens.
Thickening.
So any yoga?
Yes,
asana?
all asanas are there in thickening of all. As long as that endometrium wall is not bothering you. If you are bleeding too much or something, then that needs a little more intervention, surgery. But otherwise, don't bother. You can do asanas to core exercises again, stomach exercises. Again, as I told you, lifting your leg up, lying down and down, crossing your legs in lying down position, doing Bhadrasana in lying down position, Matsyasana in lying down position. That itself will help endometrium wall.
So Ma, we'll take this last question. What is your opinion regarding knee replacement surgery?
Well, as long as you can walk, if your knee is really paining you, in sense you are in pain all the time, then go for knee replacement. But otherwise, after knee replacement also, you will have to do exercises regularly, those exercises for your knee. I always tell people that before surgery, why don't you do these exercises very regularly and see if you can prevent the surgery. If no, then you will go for surgery. But after surgery, also you'll have to spend half an hour twice a day or thrice a day to do the exercises of your knee. So start doing that. Avoid standing on one leg, avoid standing for long, avoid your heavy weight if at all you have, and you will be able to help yourself. Otherwise, I have seen many ladies who have replaced their knee replacement surgery they have done, but they are still the same. So not to bother.
All right. Ma, one question that kept on repeating as I was checking is our dynamic women members, a lot of them are curious to know about our institute, where it is, and how they can associate.
Well, all of you are welcome. The Yoga Institute is in Santa Cruz East. It is near Bombay Ahmedabad Highway. It is near Reliance. It is uh, near the station, Santa Cruz East Station. It is just 4 or 5 minutes walk from station. It is near the airport. It is a very prime place, which is over here, but it is Santa Cruz East. The area is called as Prabhat Colony, and we have that big 1 acre land here, and lots of floor, you know, things around. Very beautiful atmosphere around. Anybody who enters it should feel that he is at peace by entering. It's something which I think so everybody should visit. People come from far over to visit the institute. Sometimes I feel that your whole team group, if you can just take a bus and come here. We have many foreigners coming in a group here, and so on and so forth, and spend your day here for half a day or one day. Eat food what we give you. You will experience what is called as yoga. Or we have what is called a 7 day health camp where people can come stay for 7 days and learn this entire lifestyle management, what I am teaching. And that itself would help you. Take out 7 days, or at least all of you can come together if you can. That would be good. You are welcome, because I see all of you are very capable and yeah, wonderful. Ranjana Banerjee, what do you have to say? So, yeah.
Yeah, so our institute is in Santa Cruz, and Santa Cruz is in Mumbai. Also, yes, we have a lot of online classes. I will share all the details with Ranjana ji.
Yes. I will distribute it to others.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much for that insightful talk, Hansaji. I'm sure each one of us have imbibed something useful to take home with us. And we have come to the end of the session with this. I invite our Vice President of IFUWA, Shrimati Gomati Venkateshwar, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Okay.
Gomati, take over.
Gomati, are you there?
We can't see.
Gomati, has she got disconnected?
No, she's muted. She seems to be muted.
Gomati, unmute yourself.
I have.
Okay, okay.
Yes, we can hear you now.
I have great pleasure. Everybody, all the
Loud,
members
loud.
gathered here
Could
today.
you come closer to the mic?
I have great pleasure in proposing the formal vote of thanks for this very successful exposition on the wide-ranging aspects of yoga delivered by Srimati Hansaben Yogendra. And the kudos for bringing this virtual lecture so close to all of us lies with Dr. Ranjana Banerjee, who has come forward planning and organizing this event to realize that in this stressful lockdown period of COVID-19 and the pandemic situation still raging in many parts of our country and the world, yoga therapy is a much needed practice to heal our anxious minds and bodies. Srimati Hansaben, a reputed and long-standing practitioner of this ancient holistic approach to fitness of body and mind, has been the director of the 102-year-old institute in Mumbai, and her experience is most noteworthy. She has very well placed before us this evening that yoga is not just a set of physical exercises, but it is a healing therapy that purifies every aspect of an individual from within, thereby rejuvenating each of us in their everyday existence. That today we have had this opportunity of interacting with her on the Zoom platform is a blessing for all of us. I thank the team of IFUWA to have put this together to make it happen. Please take home with you, each and every one, this long-standing benefits of Yogasana, which will sustain you well in body and mind. Keep the voice that Mrs. Yogendra with us to guide us through our daily life. Thank you and good night.
Thank you, Gomati
Thank
Di.
you. Thank you.
Hansaji, from IFUWA, a big namaskar to you and to Gunjan for conducting it so well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And maybe in
It was
future, we
pleasure.
may pay a visit to your institute.
We will visit
Welcome,
you.
all of you. Just be in touch and we'll organize very nicely your visit.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much,
Namaste.
Thank you all
everyone, all the
participants for
women
coming
together.
in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hansaji.
Guhu speaking. Can you hear? It's a very illuminating program you had today, and I'm very happy to hear all about it.
Thank you, Taupati Di. Thank you for coming.
So much. I didn't know much about it, you see. I mean, the techniques of this Zoom business. So I was a little late in coming.
Okay. More in the future.
Thank you, Ranju.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
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 See you. See you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. See you. See you. See you. Bye-bye.
Just finished the Zoom meeting. I switched myself off.
Thank you.
Ranjan,
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
you're muted, Ranjana.
Sarah, thanks to you also. You've done it very well.
Thank you so
And
much. Thank you so much.
Puravi also for getting me in touch with Hansaji. But it was well done, Sarah.
Yeah.
How many participants did we have in all?
Sorry?
How many participants, Puravi?
43.
43. Good number.
Good number.
Okay.
We seem
Good
to be
number.
on the increase.
Yes.
Thank you.
So bye-bye. Thank you.
Ranjana ji, this is Havovi from WGU.
Hi, Havovi. How are you?
Hi. I'm fine, thank you.
Please
Thank
join
you
in our
for-
programs more often.
Yes, I had normally join all the programs, and thank you for inviting WGU members. I really thoroughly enjoyed today's session.
No, obviously, you're members. You must join.
Yes, yes. Thank you
Sure,
very much.
thank
This is
you. Good
something
night.
different, but we really enjoy these
Thank you.
virtual meetings organized by IFUWA,
Right.
especially under your
Yes.
leadership. Thank you very
Okay.
much. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Ranjana
you.
ji. Very nice program.
Thank you.
I'm sorry
Very nice, Nika.
Yeah.
Thank you for
my
coming.
video is not working because low bandwidth today.
I know, I couldn't see you.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you, Ranjana ji,
Okay,
for
bye.
organizing such a beautiful program. Thank you,
Yes,
Ranjana.
thank you, Daljit. Be more often over here. Thank you,
Sure,
Uma.
sure.
Program was
Sure.
very
Bye.
Okay, bye. So I'll close the meeting.
Yes, please. Thank you, Puravi.
Bye. Bye all.
Bye.
Bye.